Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Noob Wrestling. I'm your host, Nick. Saturday night main event just wrapped up. Starting from the top real quick, Sol Ruca versus Becky Lynch ended in a DQ. Sol's just incredible. She does a bunch of gymnast stuff that I've never seen. She's running and jumping and spinning all over the place. If you guys have seen Star Wars, like Attack of the Clones, when Yoda is fighting Dooku and he's just bouncing all over the place, that's Sol Ruca. But I'll tell you right now, I was actually pretty bummed out when that match ended. It only went for like 2 minutes, and then unfortunately Becky Lynch ended up pulling the ref right into a soul snatcher and ended up disqualifying her. And it was I felt like I was robbed. I really like Sol Ruca a lot. I look forward to watching her wrestle every time I can. So that match only being like 2 minutes was a bit of a bummer, but they are doing a rematch in Clash in Paris. So that's a good thing. I guess, it builds up the hype for that match. So I'm very excited for that. 6-women tag team versus Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and Rhea Ripley versus Jade and her little cronies. Good match, very good match. There were some really good moves. I thought Alexa Bliss stood out. She had some really smooth moves. I'll tell you, there's nothing cooler than an energized, amped up Rhea Ripley. Like when she's sitting there with her hand out waiting for the tag and she gets the tag. I just love when she goes clothesline, kick. It's just it's super hype. It's just impressive. And I really like the way they're building the Jade Rhea feud. It's very intense. I mean, it's very believable, but that either of these women could win on any given day. So it's really cool that there's such a balance there. I appreciate that. Jade has just got such a crazy physique. She's just absolutely jacked and chiseled beyond belief. And fortunately, Rhea Ripley and her crew celebrated a little too soon, leaving a little bit of room for Jade to come in and ruin it and play spoiler. Jade and her team ended up winning, leaving Rhea Ripley and everyone else in shambles at the end. Moving on. Penta versus Ethan Page. I thought that there was a really good chance that Penta was going to lose and Ethan Page would get it, especially after, the DQ for Becky Lynch didn't happen yet at that point. So I really thought that there was a good chance Ethan Page was going to win. But luckily, Penta ended up pulling it out and winning, so that was very good. Ethan Page, incredible athlete. I mean, very athletic. It was a hard-hitting fight, back and forth the whole time, but Penta was able to squeak out the win. Brie and Paige against Nia Jax and Lash Legend. I feel so terrible for Lash Legend. I mean, to be partnered up with someone like Nia Jax, and I know everyone's going to sit there and say, Nick, you're hating. Nia Jax had only 5 moves the entire match, and 2 of them were little weak body slams into the corner of the ring against turnbuckles. It was pretty pathetic. I don't understand. The match was okay, and in the end, the obvious winners won, Brie and Paige. So I wasn't too surprised there. It was okay. Moving on. Then you get to the main event, which was Logan Paul and The Vision with Austin Theory against the Street Profits. That easily was the best match of the entire night. I mean, it was so back and forth, so hard hitting, and they broke everyone's hearts because Braun Breaker comes out playing spoiler, and they just throw him right over the announcer's table, and everyone, I think, thought that they were about to pull that out of the bag and the Street Profits were going to lock this thing down. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Paul Heyman, being the sneaky man that he is, ends up pulling Austin Theory's leg onto the turnbuckle, and the ref wasn't looking, stopping the pin. It was wild. It was a roller coaster because I thought that the Vision was probably going to win, but when Breaker came out and they threw him right over the thing, I think everyone in in the arena was thinking, oh my gosh, the Street Profits are really about to do it, and unfortunately it wasn't the case. I really thought that there was a good chance Seth Rollins came out there at the end, especially after Breakker got tossed so easy, that maybe he was going to come out and do a little stomp action, especially with Breakker being in a awkward compromised position, but that didn't happen either. I keep waiting for someone to just say his name and see Joe Hendry come out, but that didn't happen either. But that's not to take away from the absolute show that the Street Profits put on against Logan Paul and Austin Theory. I mean, it was hard-hitting, super athletic. Logan Paul's doing everything he's supposed to be doing. The crowd is hating him. I saw a bunch of signs saying "Fire Logan Paul," looked like little printout black and white sheets. I wonder if someone actually printed 50 copies from work or something and brought them to the show and handed them out, because there were just a ton of them. So just a quick recap again. I think Rhea looked fantastic. The Jade and Cargill, that matchup, that's fantastic. The Street Profits were the icing on the cake. Absolutely, it was just the French kiss. I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, they had the whole crowd cheering. This is awesome. That was impressive. Just if you watched it, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. It was just slam after slam, punch after punch, hard hit after hard hit. So I don't think no titles were dropped. Becky Lynch DQ'd. Paige and Brie won. And the Vision won. So that was another thing. I really thought the Vision was going to lose because none of the other titles were exchanged, so everyone kept the titles. That's not to take away from how exciting a lot of these matches were. I mean, there were some really good matches there tonight. And I'm really happy that, again, not disparaging anyone, but I'm happy they gave a lot of the B players the spotlight tonight, which I think is always fantastic. Not saying Penta or anything is B level. No, there's nothing B level about it, but it's not your Roman Reigns, your CM Punks. So it was really cool to see a lot of those guys get their moment in the spotlight. That's all I got. Did you watch it? What'd you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
No wrestling, we crash the ring. Hit so hard, make the whole crow sing. Fly off top, yeah, we bring that pain. No gang here, we don't play no game. Boom, 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 boom. Like, subscribe, hit that bell right now. We done a wave and we run this town. Thanks for watching, we'll see you again. No wrestler need to tell.